Join and play today on GeForce Now. All right, what is up, everybody? You're looking at Remnant 2. It is GFN Thursday with Project Storm, and I have to tell you all that this game runs well. How well? Well, I think it's the equivalent of an F-15 fighter jet doing like Mach 2.5. I don't know, y'all, but I do know it's time to get into it, so let's go. All right, what is up, everybody? As you can see right there, we're live at 4K 60 FPS. Yes, even my live streams are in 4K 60 FPS. I don't do 4K 30, you all. I even stream my games at up to 4K 120 FPS right here on GeForce Now. Now, with all jokes aside, well, that's really not a joke, that's a fact. But we're gonna go back 3 weeks ago to let you all know that the Steam summer sale kicked off and I was able to take advantage, full advantage of that sale. I grabbed about 7 to 10 games and they're all streamable at up to 4K 120 FPS right here on GeForce Now. 2 weeks ago was Full Scale Gaming as Dragon's Dogma, another game that I streamed at 4K 120 FPS right here on GeForce Now's Ultimate Tier. Dark Arisen came to GeForce Now. If you want to see how that looked, as well as Remnant 2 and other games running on GeForce Now's Ultimate Tier, well, you're in the right place. Just check out the channel, you all, and browse through the hundreds of games that I have that showcase the highest performance in cloud gaming, highest performance in the world. Last week, it was so fresh as we played the newest games in the cloud on day one. And today, we're about to gear up and game on as Gearbox's Remnant 2 is streaming on GeForce Now. Survive the undead against unrelenting odds in the popular Remnant 2 among 8 titles added to the cloud. Plus, the Guild Wars 2 reward is available now, and I'm going to show you all how to grab that, so stay tuned. And while you're at it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see some gameplay. I stream everything, RTX 4090, Xbox Series X, and more, you all, especially GeForce Now, because I'm blown away by this technology and the fact that I'm able to stream it from who knows where to my home, and it outperforms my $500 console. I said it, I love my console, but I'm putting everything into context today, you all. This right here is real deal performance. Now, shout out to the GeForce Now community. They know what I'm talking about. All right, this is a community that is playing these games at the highest levels with DLSS frame generation, DLSS 3 that is, frame generation, RTX, and more features, you all, that are exclusive to Nvidia. Now, I want to point you in the direction of this column right here. This has nothing to do with GeForce Now, but it does say Nvidia H100 GPUs now available on AWS Cloud. So Nvidia's they're making moves. Nvidia is making moves, you all, and I can't talk when I get excited. It's the problem I've always had. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, now we're talking generative AI. I remember talking about that on a few weeks ago, or during one of the recent keynote addresses. And Jensen got on stage and explained how generative AI will be coming to these games and making everything better when it comes to dialogue and characters and NPCs and things like that, you all. If you don't stay tuned to that, then I might be able to help you out. Or you can just go and read it all yourself and you'll know what I'm talking about. But we're going to get back on track, you all, and get ready for Gunfire Games and Gearbox Publishing's highly anticipated Remnant 2, available for members to stream on GeForce Now at launch. It leads 8 new games coming to the cloud gaming platform. Ultimate and Priority members, make sure to grab the Guild Wars 2 rewards, available now through August 31st. That is GFN Thursday, August 31st. Visit the GeForce Now rewards portal and opt into rewards. And I promised I would show you how to do it. How easy is it? Well, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you want to log into your GeForce Now account. Second, click Update Reward Settings. And then last, check the box and wait for rewards. I think you could do that too. Now, getting back on track, you all, Strange New Worlds says kick off the weekend with one of the hottest new games in the cloud, and they're not lying. Remnant 2 from Gunfire Games and Gearbox Publishing's sequel to the hit game Remnant from the Ashes is newly launched in the cloud for members to stream. And I have already streamed that, and I was blown away, you all. I was blown away by some of the things I started seeing as I progressed through the game. And I've only put like maybe about a couple hours into the game, and I'm already seeing things that Unreal Engine 5 can do. But go head to head against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses while exploring terrifying new worlds with different types of creatures, weapons, and items. With various stories woven throughout, each playthrough will be different from the last, making each experience unique for endless replayability. And they are not lying, you all. I want to tell you a story, right? So I jumped into the game. I was about to do a live stream, so I said, you know what, let me go ahead and go through the character creation process and jump into the game so I can look like I know what I'm doing on stream. And then I came back to the live stream only to fight this mini boss that was not there the first time I had just played. That's crazy, right? Find secrets and unlock different archetypes, each with their own special set of abilities. Members can brave it alone or team up with buddies to explore the depths of the unknown and stop an evil from destroying reality itself. Just remember, friendly fire is on, so pick your squad wisely. Upgrade to an ultimate membership to play Remnant 2 and more than 1,600 titles at RTX 4080 quality with support for 4K 120 frames per second gameplay and ultra wide resolutions. That just gave me chills right there, y'all. The fact that I'm even talking about this right now, and we can stream this from who knows where to my home at 4K 120 FPS with ray tracing, DLSS 3 frame generation, NIS, HDR, and so many other exclusive features that's only possible on GeForce Now. Let's move on, y'all. Ultimate and Priority members can also experience higher frame rates with DLSS technology for AI-powered graphics on their RTX-powered gaming, cloud gaming rigs. There it is right there. Reward yourself. Ultimate and Priority members can now grab their free exclusive rewards for Guild Wars 2 featuring the Always Prepared and Booster bundles available through the end of August. The Always Prepared bundle includes 10 transmutation charges to change character appearance, a revive orb that returns a player to 50% health at their current location, and a top hat to add style to their character. On top of that, the Booster bundle includes an item booster, karma booster, experience booster, a 10-slot bag, and a Black Lion miniature claim ticket, which can be exchanged in-game for a mini pet of choice. Visit the GeForce Now rewards portal to update the settings to receive special offers and in-game goodies. But better hurry though. These rewards are only available for a limited time on a first-come, first-served basis. Grab them in time for the 4th expansion of Guild Wars 2, coming to GeForce Now at launch on Tuesday, August 22nd. The Secrets of the Obscure paid expansion includes a new storyline, powerful combat options, new mount abilities, and more. Racing into the weekend. Now right now we're looking at one of the first games that I've tried when it comes to Xbox console gaming, you all. MotoGP. I remember playing the demo on the original OG Xbox, you all. So it's good to see this series coming back and still continuing to go on. Remnant 2, though, is one of the 8 games available this week on GeForce Now. Check out the complete list of new games. All right, they're all right up here. But before we get to them, I want to send you all over to Twitter to follow GeForce Now as soon as possible at Nvidia GFN. This is where I go to stay current on all the latest news drops. As soon as they are made available, you will have it. Now it says, it's up to you to save humanity from the root. Which archetype are you choosing? Well, we have the Challenger, Medic, Gunslinger, Handler, and Hunter. Now all of these seem cool, but I went with the Medic because I need to be able to heal myself and my teammates when things get rough. And now it's time to go up here and show the developers and publishers some love. All right, first up we have Remnant 2. All right, Shout out to Gunfire Games and Gearbox Publishing. This one right here is being well received on Steam with the release date of July 25th, 2023. The game is fire, y'all. As you're looking at it right now, it's crazy. I mean, why wouldn't you want to jump into something like this? Shout out to the developers and publishers. Next up, we're going to show you Let's School. All right. This game right here is sitting on very positive reviews over on Steam with the release date of July 26, 2023. Developed and published by Pathea Games, PM Studios Incorporated. All right. Shout out to you all. Next up, we have a game that's looking pretty appealing that I didn't know anything about, but it's Grand Emprise Time Travel Survival. And this one is dropping today, actually. And it's developed and published by TBJ BU2. Shout out to everybody that's responsible for these games today, you all. And we are going to continue with it. This one looks pretty cool, though. Let's go. MotoGP 23, mostly positive reviews. And this is what I meant by bringing the series back, because there have been some games in the series that have not been reviewed as well. All right. Released on June 8th, 2023, developed and published by Milestone SRI. All right. And then next we have Octopath Traveler, a game from Square Enix. Yes, they are even dropping their games on GeForce Now as well these days. Shout out to Square Enix, y'all. All right, this one right here, I don't really have to explain a lot about the game. You know, it's a phenomenal, well-received title. Developed by Square Enix and Acquire Corporation. Published by Square Enix. All right. Released on March 24th, 2021. Next up, we have Pro Cycling Manager. This one right here dropped a mixed reviews. That means some people love it, some people might not like it, and some people are not sure. But it was released on June 8th, 2023. Developed by Cyanide Studio. Published by Nacon. Next up, we have a game that I just tried recently with about 59 other racers and some friends of mine, and it was absolute chaos, but in the best, most possible, funnest way possible. That's all I can say, y'all. Riders Republic, if you haven't tried it, go and check that out. Shout out to Ubisoft. Very positive reviews overall. Released on June 8th, 2023. Developed by Ubisoft Annecy, Ubisoft Belgrade, and others that I can't see right there. Published by Ubisoft Entertainment. All right. And last but not least, a game that I slept on during the summer sale, and it was on sale, and it's not a bad price right now. As you can see, $24.99 USD. It's not bad. But Starship Troopers Extermination is a game that keeps calling my name, and I'm gonna have to finally listen because other people think it's fire. Very positive reviews overall. Released on May 17, 2023. Developed and published by Off-World Industries. And that was the last game. And now it's time to pause the music. And we're going to take time to try to launch into Remnant 2 just to show you all the performance that I'm talking about. So right now you're looking at the desktop app, GeForce Now's desktop PC app. Okay. You can come up here, hit the drop down menu. You can go to things like games, gallery, and settings. Settings is always going to be important. All right, it's going to show you the latest version. So you always want to stay updated to the latest version because GeForce Now is always adding new features. And this right here is the place where you can sync your accounts like Ubisoft, Epic Games, Steam, GOG.com, EA. All right. You can connect or disconnect those, but I don't know why anybody would want to disconnect. Once you've connected them, all it does is help you jump into your games faster. All right. Server location, mine is US Northeast, but you can click this drop down. Say if I wanted to test my internet abilities and stream all the way over to Europe from the East Coast United States, well, I could do that using the RTX 4080s across the world. Now, it's not recommended, of course. This is why you want to leave it on auto, because it's automatically going to find your nearest server. your recommended server. And then I'm going to test the network real quick. You want to do this because if your ping is crazy, if it's in the orange or the red, then you're not going to have a great time playing GeForce Now. So what you want to do is you want to reset your equipment. You want to contact your ISP if you need to, but you cannot blame it on GeForce Now. As you see right here, 7 millisecond ping, crazy. All right. So you don't need 7. You can get away with up to, I've tried up to 80 and had a good experience. To good to great experience, you all. And I've done things like streamed over to Stockholm or Frankfurt, Germany or something like that, y'all, and almost got a win on Fortnite. Crazy. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is go down and show you all of these settings right here as well, like max bit rate. You can max that out. If you can't, you don't have to max it out. You can go all the way down to 5 megabits per second if you're streaming at something like 720p. Now for me, I'm going to leave mine maxed out at 75 megabits per second. I am playing on a gigabit up and download, but you do not need all that speed. You can get away with a fraction of that speed, you all. I would say at least 50 megabits down and about 10 and higher upload speed, all right? And you should be able to stream at 1440p with no problems and even dabble into 4K, 120 FPS. So there it is, 4K 120 FPS is all set right here, you all. HDR, I could turn on auto HDR on my display or my PC as well, but right now it's off for the stream. And for the games that really support HDR, you can definitely enable that and take full advantage of HDR10. Resolution upscaling right here, I keep that on AI enhanced, y'all. It does exactly what it says it does. I'm not going to read the description right here, but I'll leave it on screen so that you can check it out, because I need to finish this video and get you all out of here so that you all can get back to work or get back to gaming or get back to family time or whatever you've been doing today. All right, in-game graphic settings is a feature that you get with the highest tier, the ultimate tier, and it actually does what it says. It saves your in-game graphic settings. Each time you jump into a game, you're all good to go. And now we're going to go back to games and we're going to launch into Remnant 2. Now, this is going to show you everything live and direct, raw and uncut. Okay, it's going to show you the whole connection process to Steam. As you can see, there I am right there, Project Storm. And I want you to pay attention to how long it takes. Sometimes it doesn't sync my games because I do play on my actual local PC using my RTX 4090 as well. So it's just a thing at times with the syncing, but I don't really have major issues when it comes to my files being lost and things like that. It just gives me that message for some reason. If you all know why, you let me know, because I'm still able to pick up where I left off. As you can see right here, this is my power level right here after about 2 hours of gameplay. I just got these weapons right here. The game just dropped yesterday, or I just got access to it yesterday. Shout out to GeForce Now for providing us with these keys and codes for the streamers and creators, y'all. I'm telling you right now, they don't have to do anything. We would still love GeForce Now all the same. But the fact that they're willing to do this, and the publishers and those responsible for getting us these keys, all I can say is I'm humble. What gamer would turn down access to a review sample or a code to stream these games, y'all? I didn't think so. So moving right along, we're gonna start the game up because I want to get you all out of here. But while we're loading that, we're gonna hit Control+G, and we're gonna bring up this screen right here that shows you everything listed on this column. And then heads up display, this is my most requested question. Like, people are like, how do you move this overlay? And this is how you do it, all right? So you go to, all right, you go to heads up display, and then you go down to position. You can also turn on your connection status. I like to keep mine on so that I know if my something's going on with my internet, because it will kick you out. It may kick you out of the game, or you might experience issues or whatever. So again, you want to make sure that your internet is good, and that's not just with GeForce Now. That's for console gaming, PC gaming, or any other type of gaming or streaming in your home. All right, so let's go back. You're already looking at the game running, but before we get into it, we're going to hit Control+N, And that should have brought up the rest of the overlay, the actual full size overlay that shows you additional features like frame loss, packet loss, bandwidth, connection type, and all of that. As you can see, I'm hardwired on the Ethernet, playing on an 82-inch 8K display, you all, that does 4K 120. It's the Samsung Q800T. It is a huge TV, and it upscales even GeForce Now. And if you look at the top right corner of your screen, way up at the top right corner, you'll see that G-Sync is enabled as well. You're talking about G-Sync enabled on GeForce Now. People, this is the top level cloud gaming experience that I keep talking about, and sometimes I get tired of telling you all how awesome it is. I know you get tired of hearing it sometimes, but I cannot not tell you what I'm experiencing right now. This right here feels like playing on my RTX 4090 local, no latency that I could feel at all. And that's where the ultra low latency comes into play. So you know how companies sometimes they false advertise and things like that, man. When it comes to GeForce Now, the reason they get so many kudos from me is because they deliver on all fronts. They tell you that you're going to get an RTX 4080 in the cloud. They're telling you that you're going to get access to over 64 teraflops of performance. They're telling you that you're not going to find this anywhere else in cloud gaming. Now, maybe they didn't say that, but I'm going to say it. Right here, let me go into options real quick, because I know some of you are looking at that FPS counter right over here, and you're like, whoa, man, well, I can't get that on my console. I paid $500 for that. Well, it's because of features like this right here. All right, we got 4K. We got 120 FPS. Frame rate is locked. Okay. We got the DLSS, which I love so much. Give me all the new future versions of DLSS and I will be happy. I don't understand the people who want native. I want native 4K. I want the full 4K. I don't want any cheating. No, and which I don't think AI upscaling is cheating, you all, because what you're seeing right now is equivalent and sometimes a little bit better than native 4K, but you're just tripling and quadrupling your FPS, your frame rates, and lower latency and everything. I don't get it, y'all, but I sit back and I listen to it all. And I'm confused every time, but there it is, the star of the show, the star of the generation, the star of Nvidia, GeForce Now. DLSS frame generation, y'all. Turn it on in games like this and Cyberpunk and Plague Tale Requiem and so many more games. Do not leave it off. All right. Ultra, everything is set to ultra. Minimize input latency is on as well, y'all. And this is why I'm able to do things like target up there if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Like if this hand right here was an enemy, okay, let's go to the other hand. Bang, 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 bang. It doesn't take that long. You see what I'm saying? Go back up here. I mean, there's no latency. There's no stuttering. That's if your ISP, your internet and everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Then you won't have any issues. But now, here's a little bit of that UE5, that Unreal Engine 5 that I'm talking about. You notice how everything looks so clean. Yes, Cyberpunk and so many other games might look visually better in certain areas than this, but this is a different art style. You know what I'm saying? Different color palettes and all that stuff. Different art design. But as you can see, everything looks so clean. Everything that's detailed is detailed. Look, notice how this, whatever it is, the sculpture right here is not meshed into the wall. You know what I'm saying? This is what nanite is all about, man. Look how these surfaces, look at the details in this surface right there. Look at that, man. It's like my grandmom's furniture from back in 1975. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you old, Storm. 1975, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So here's the deal. We're gonna hit E. We're just gonna show you some subtle colors, and I think this is very cool, by the way. Check that out. This right here is a real gamer's game. Check out the details on my character, the badge on my arm, the wrinkles in my sleeves, the mace that I have on my back right now, the gun, all the details, all the subtle imperfections or whatever. There's no imperfections that I see right here. The bugs, the particles or whatever that's floating around. Let's go ahead and get on the lift, and then we're going to get you all out of here. And until next time, there's 3 things that I need y'all to do. That's keep it safe, keep it positive, and keep it gaming. And remember that look at this right here. Hold on, let me get a screenshot. Man, I tell you, look, now this right here, I forgot. It's a different experience. Last time I didn't, did I have to fight these guys? I can't even remember fighting these dudes. Hold up. Wait. Why would you do me like that on GFN Thursday? Hey, y'all, these enemies don't care. You know what I'm saying? So look, Remnant 2, no joke. GeForce Now's Ultimate Tier, no joke. If you haven't tried it, you can try it today. And I'm not here to sell it. I don't have to do that. But if you want to jump in here and play your games at a higher level than you could on your potato PC or your outdated PC or your console, okay? Jump out here and start streaming these games, y'all. Because if Activision, once they do their thing, shout out to the CMA and Activision and Microsoft over there trying to make these moves happen. Once that happens, we're going to be looking at some of my favorite games being streamed at up to 4K, 120 FPS. I don't know, y'all. Until next time, though, I'm out of here. What are you waiting for? Jump in today. $19.99 USD per month. Get you the equivalent of a super space-age spaceship. I don't even know what to say, y'all, so I just won't say anything. I'm out of here. Peace. That's what GeForce Now does to me. All right, here we go, y'all. Now, this right here is outdated. It's over 1,600 plus games, but you get an idea that there's several games to be played on GeForce Now. So what are you waiting for? Jump in today. Peace.